Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Charlotte Knights and the Norfolk Tides. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Juan Mota gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pretty Boy Primetime. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Pretty Boy.
From the belt, the pitch. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike one. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
The 1-1 home. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Chris Davis now.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Chris.
Here's the 0-2.
Davis.
Popped
Go
him up.
hard, you're scoring, go hard.
Corson has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Stepping into the box, Rafael Bautista. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The windup and the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Primetime ranging back at the track. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. Standing in, Pretty Boy Primetime. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Now batting, Chris Davis. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Davis.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he? Good pitch and gets the strike.
And he'll dive back in safely. Primetime, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. Preston Tucker digs in now. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Primetime moves over.
Relay.
1 away.
No runner. Go hold.
Striding into the box, Anthony Santander. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ballard backs up and takes care of it. Stepping in, Eddie Marmolejo, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The tying run comes around all the way from first to score. It's now a 2-2 ball. Now to the plate, Pretty Boy, prime time. He singled his last time up.
Prime time.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now here's the pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third. So stepping in, Adam Engel. He flew out in his last. The 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Prime time has a beat on it.
2-2-2.
And at the plate, Pretty Boy, prime time. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Ready with the 0-1. Next pitch, chop foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He's going to find out quickly. Guys are even more selective up here in AAA.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Rafael Bautista. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Vaccaro on the move, but it's the center fielder who gets there. And there are 2 gone now. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Tides rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Juan Mota takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year.
4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left.
AAA baseball. Hunter Harvey is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Prime time.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopper foul. Fellas, you look at these guys with a 1st inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game. First game of this series and then dropped the last 2. Not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting us.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. So striding forward now, Mario Perez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Soft grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So the error winds up not caught. Coming to the plate now, Pretty Boy Prime Time, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Marmolejo waits on it. And he brings it in on the warning track. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 minutes. Ready for another shot now. Pretty Boy Prime Time. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. 4th home run for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pretty Boy Prime Time. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time. Next will be the designated hitter, Adam Engel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Adam Engel.
High in the air out to center field. Prime Time is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point.
Santander.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Prime Time is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Pretty Boy Prime Time. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1 and 2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit.
And that misses 2 and 2. Fly ball out to right field. Chasing after it is Santander. He's around first, heading for two. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
On a rope to the second baseman. Now a throw to second, and it turns into a double play. The hit and run back.
A 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Norfolk took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Hunter Harvey earns win number 4 on the season, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Parker Bridwell was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Jimmy Yacobonis takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Norfolk Tides and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball. Chi-Wei Hu gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy.
Digging in, Pretty Boy, prime time. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Striding in once again, Pretty Boy, prime time. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Prime time.
He's set. Here it comes. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. A leap, but it's off his glove. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Coming to the plate now, Pretty Boy, prime time. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, and he wound up getting thrown out. But he hit the ball well, and he'll look to do the same thing again right here, boys. It was unfortunate for him and the team the way that play ended, but it was a nice swing.
Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he hard to plate this pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. They eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Number 33, Yerrr GanG.
Comes set with the 0-1. Hard hit to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third, and it's a 4-1 game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Alberto.
The 0-2. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on. Striding in, Pretty Boy, prime time. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Digging in and looking for more, Lawrence Kaneko. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one can get there as it falls. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, Dero. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run. Stepping in, Hanser Alberto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Hanser Alberto goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases. Now in the box, Pretty Boy, prime time, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball just inside. Davis gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Healy has it in his tracks. 1 out. At the plate, Martin Diaz. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Vaccaro on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Norfolk Tides jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jimmy Yacobonis earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Andy Barrero closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners, Dan, please. Minor League Baseball is live and on the. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pretty Boy, prime time. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Settling in now, JT Weatherholt. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Prime time, waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now, Pretty Boy, prime time, and they're runners at the corners now.
Pretty Boy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Digging in, Pretty Boy, prime time. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Here's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Moroff moving to his left, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. In now, Jake Bauers as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept him in.
Now at the plate, Gene Beavers, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Prime time, giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Pretty Boy, prime time. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand, so the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than... Striding forward now is the DH, Gene Beavers. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he chases one up the ladder there as this is popped up near second base. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Alexander Healy. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Prime time, ranging forward. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Martin Diaz. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Swing and he pops him up. Arias ranging into shallow right, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game.
3 runs on 7 hits.
Time for baseball. Digging in the switch hitter, Pretty Boy Primetime. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And the runner back. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs, no. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Gene Beavers batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Primetime makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Stepping up to the plate, Pretty Boy Primetime. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate, Pretty Boy Primetime. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Primetime.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back in standing. From the stretch here. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Vaccaro, base runner at first with 1 out. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. But he'll recover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads-up play there to get that second out. Standing in, Angel Ramirez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're
and that's through into left field for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Now at the plate, Mario Perez.
Now batting, right fielder, Mario Perez.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Ready now. Pretty boy,
now
prime time. He'll swing
fielder,
it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit. Stepping up now, JT Weatherholt. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Prime time is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Alexander Healy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Prime time is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Norfolk Tides led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Juan Mota wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sean McGill. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Norfolk Tides and the Louisville Bats. It's
let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
So coming to the plate, Pretty Boy, prime time. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Prime time.
First pitch of the at-bat. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game. Dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
Arias on second. Vaccaro at first. 1 gone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Line drive, base hit. Arias rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Giro. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
The first baseman.
Into the box, Angel Ramirez. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Hero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Into the box now, Nicholas McDermott, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Arias on at first, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Prime time moves over. 1 out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away.
Digging in to try it again. Pretty Boy, prime time. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Digging in, Pretty Boy, prime time. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. A ball and 2 strikes.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Ready for another chance. Pretty boy, prime time. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit out towards second. Reagan is right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So striding in, pretty boy, prime time, and he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just. It's 90 feet away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much.
Welcome to MLB The Show. David Arroyo, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Here's a look over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's now at the plate. Rich Matlock, no one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Prime time on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Stepping into the box, pretty boy, prime time. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. The windup and the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Two and two. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Runner's on his way to third. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Lawrence Kaneko. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel...
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Pretty boy, prime time. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Miranda, the runner at third. Vaccaro at second. Ballard at first. 2 out in the inning. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Tides lead it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Geraldo Arias, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's a fly ball well hit. 1 run scores, and that ball will hop over the wall for a ground rule double, so it'll give him the lead, but a possible 3rd run will have to hold on at third base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pretty Boy Prime Time. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him, and that's by him. It's 0-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Hit hard on the ground at first. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The catcher, Kyle.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Prime time, ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping into the box, Pretty Boy. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Standing in, Pretty Boy Prime Time. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Pretty Boy Prime Time.
First offering on its way. Hard liner to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Bromberg is on his way home. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded.
Leading off for the bats.
The 1-2.
The right fielder, Philip.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Primetime is in pursuit, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in position to start the inning. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And in the 9th inning, every team's goal is to bring that tying run to the plate, and he does that here. But I got to tell you, a single or double would have done the trick, too. That was risky trying to stretch that thing, but it ended up working out in the end.
Lifted in the air to center. Primetime is under it, makes the catch, but the run makes for home. And the run is in to score from third.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Tides came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game. Sal Romano starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Vaccaro, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out. He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Payoff pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Primetime has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, pretty boy, Primetime. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Primetime.
He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. London has a beat on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Now batting, Rich Matlock. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The designated hitter, Rich Matlock.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Primetime is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping in, Pretty Boy, prime time. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. 3-0 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. Now to the plate, Geraldo Arias.
Third baseman, Geraldo Arias.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Prime time, sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now 3-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mason Reagan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Prime time coming in. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Even the best center fielders make.
So stepping in, Pretty Boy, prime time. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back goes Calhoun. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone. 5-2 the final today. The Louisville Bats wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jackson Stevens gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Cole Fanning hammers down the save, his 13th of the year.
Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show. A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well thought out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. The caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play and take his place amongst the other dedicated fans in the gallery.
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, we welcome you to Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Pretty boy Primetime makes his big league debut right after this. Daniel Norris will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's
ready now for Baltimore. Pretty boy Primetime. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact. He cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
Ball 2 now. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do for the rest?
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with one swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
And Shelby Robinson is the next to bat.
The shortstop, Shelby Robinson.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is popped up. And there's one away.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond, from outfield to third base, and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
Runner goes for third. Line drive to left. Harrison brings it in, and now they might have the runner caught on second. Now a throw to second, and he can't get. Next up for Detroit, Tim Kugler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the 0-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Rickard moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles.
One gone here in the Detroit third. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Primetime is after it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. At the plate, pretty boy, Primetime. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a ball 1-0. Ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
To 2-2 now. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. First game in the majors, and he's making his presence felt with his second hit in as many at-bats. Impressive stuff.
Matty, what this guy's doing is unbelievable right here. The ability to slow the game down, his first big league start, and to be able to have 2 knocks this early in his career, that is huge.
Throw behind the runner at second, and a dive, but he's back in there. Prime time, the runner at second with one away. Grounded to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw gets him, 2 down. And then nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. So no runs here on 2 hits. No. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Nico Goodrum. He popped out in his first trip. High in the air out to center field. Prime time is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, pretty boy, Prime time. And with 2 hits in 2 career at-bats, he certainly knows how to make a first impression.
You know, Matty, what a great debut. He's playing with house money right now. Expect him to have another quality at bat.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Langer towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Next for the Tigers, Rodney Wetzel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Rodney Wetzel.
The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Prime time, giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Get just the one. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wilmer Flores. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's a fly ball way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
And I can't emphasize enough how huge that at-bat was. It's great to be lead.
In now for the O's, Pretty Boy, prime time, and with 2 hits on the day, he's got to feel really good about contributing in his first day in the show.
Yeah, he's had a great day at the plate, Matt. He's got a chance to get 3 knocks in this one. Whatever happens, it's gravy right now.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Devers over at second. Mancini on at first with 2 down. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Coming to the plate now, Grayson Greenier. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. In the air to straightaway right. Rickard's on the move. He's there and records the first down.
It's nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Tigers wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Victor Alcantara gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Joe Jimenez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and
A rookie major leaguer gets a small taste of the national media spotlight.